Welcome to the show, where we break down the biggest stories in world football at lightning speed. We are starting today with the incredibly sad news of the passing of legendary goalkeeper Alex Manninger. The football community is in mourning after the Austrian international was killed in a tragic train accident at the age of 48, and the tributes are pouring in from clubs across Europe.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The outpouring of love for Alex Manninger is truly heartfelt. We are looking at the moving messages from his former teammates, including a deeply personal tribute from Buffon, and a statement of respect from Giorgio Chiellini. Meanwhile, Fiorentina has been granted permission to hold a minute of silence before their massive Conference League clash against Crystal Palace tonight to honor his legacy. Moving to the transfer market, the future of Marcus Rashford is heating up as his loan spell at Barcelona faces uncertain times. After a rough exit from the Champions League, reports indicate that Juventus is ready to pounce and bring the forward to Italy if Barcelona chooses not to trigger their permanent transfer option. It is a major story to watch as the summer window looms. Finally, we have breaking news from Italy where an Inter Milan icon has publicly urged the club to make a bold move for a defensive stalwart currently at Juventus. It is a transfer rumor that is shaking up the Serie A landscape. For all the latest updates and breaking news, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss a single update. The football world is in mourning today following the truly shocking news that former Austria international goalkeeper Alex Manninger has passed away at the age of 48. In a tragic accident in his home country, Manninger lost his life when his vehicle was struck by a train at a level crossing. It is the kind of sudden, senseless tragedy that stops the sport in its tracks. While fans across Europe remember him for an illustrious career that saw him make 137 appearances in Serie A, with stints at Juventus, Siena, Fiorentina, Bologna, and Torino, the outpouring of grief from his peers tells us the man behind the gloves was even more remarkable than the athlete. Fiorentina, one of his former clubs, has received special clearance from UEFA to hold a minute's silence and wear black armbands during their Conference League clash against Crystal Palace tonight, a fitting gesture for a man who left a lasting impression on everyone he played with. Perhaps the most poignant tribute came from the legendary Buffon, who took to Instagram to share a deeply personal message. Buffon didn't just eulogize a teammate. He honored a man who famously chose to walk away from the chaotic glitz of professional football to find peace in nature, fishing, and family life. Buffon wrote, "In a world that is often curved and prone to genuflection, you always defended your freedom." That perspective, looking at the madness of the football industry with a sly smile from the sidelines of life, makes Manninger's passing feel even more profound. Giorgio Chiellini also echoed the sentiment, calling him an exemplary teammate of immense value, with legends like Claudio Marchisio and Stefan Lichtsteiner adding their own heartfelt goodbyes. It is clear that while Manninger stepped away from the spotlight, he never left the hearts of those who knew him best. As we reflect on a career defined by both skill and a rare, quiet integrity, leave a comment below with your memories of Alex, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Sometimes, the most important lessons in football aren't found on the scoreboard, but in the lives of the men who played the game on their own terms. It is a somber day for the football world, as we mourn the tragic loss of a true journeyman of the beautiful game. Former Arsenal and Juventus goalkeeper Alex Manninger has passed away at the age of 48 following a horrific road accident near Salzburg. It is truly difficult to process that a man who spent his life protecting the net has been taken from us in such a senseless way at an unrestricted rail crossing. Manninger was more than just a player. He was a global figure in football, earning 33 caps for Austria and enjoying a career that spanned the giants of Europe. From his vital years as an Arsenal reserve between 1997 and 2001 to his final season at Liverpool, he brought a level of professionalism and calmness that rare athletes possess. His time in Italy, playing for Fiorentina, Torino, Bologna, Siena, Udinese, and eventually the powerhouse Juventus, cemented his legacy as a man of rare humility and dedication. Austrian FA sporting director Peter Skodel put it perfectly when he noted that Alex did not just play the game. He set a standard for every young keeper who looked up to him. Both Arsenal and Juventus have shared heartfelt tributes, reflecting on not just his athletic talent, but the exceptional character he carried into every dressing room he entered. It serves as a haunting reminder of how fragile life really is. As we reflect on his career, let's honor the stability and grace he brought to the pitch. If you have a favorite memory of his time at your club, share it in the comments below. Rest in peace, Alex. Sometimes, the final whistle blows far too soon. Is Marcus Rashford's Spanish dream turning into a nightmare? Just months after his high-profile move to Barcelona, the England forward finds himself at a career crossroads that could see him trading La Liga for Serie A. Following Barcelona's crushing exit from the Champions League, the blame game has begun, and unfortunately for Rashford, the Spanish media has put him directly in the crosshairs after a lackluster cameo in Madrid. It is a harsh reality check for a player who has still managed to contribute to 25 goals this season. Yet, despite those stats, Barcelona's leadership is dragging its feet on triggering his £26 million permanent transfer fee. Why? Because they are clearly scouting for cheaper alternatives, leaving the door wide open for Juventus to swoop in. It is no secret that the old lady has been obsessed with Rashford for years, and they are reportedly waiting in the wings to strike the moment it becomes clear he won't be staying in Catalonia. Now, here is the real kicker. Could he head back to Old Trafford? While Michael Carrick might be open to a reunion, the United hierarchy seems far less enthusiastic, especially given his previous friction with Ruben Amorim. At 29 years old, Manchester United looks to be moving on, especially with rumors linking Barca to teenage sensation J.J. Gabriel, signaling a shift in priorities. It is a messy situation for a player who, just a year ago, seemed destined for greatness. If you were in Rashford's boots, would you fight for your spot in Spain, or jump at the chance to reignite your career in Italy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you want more deep dives into the chaotic world of transfer rumors. Ultimately, in football, loyalty is fleeting, but talent like Rashford's always finds a home. The question is just whether that home is currently on the map. What if the biggest betrayal in Serie A history wasn't a departure, but a tactical masterstroke? Imagine an Inter Milan legend looking at their arch-rival's roster and saying, "I want him." That is exactly what has just happened, and the football world is buzzing. A beloved Nerazzurri icon has publicly thrown his weight behind a move to snatch a defensive titan straight from Juventus. It is the kind of transfer rumor that feels like throwing a grenade into the Derby d'Italia. You have to wonder, is this just classic banter, or are we witnessing the seeds of the most controversial signing of the decade? Bringing in a Juve stalwart isn't just about bolstering the defense. It is about shifting the power dynamic of the entire league. It is a bold, high-stakes gamble that would surely cement a player's legacy or destroy it overnight. If you think the rivalry was intense before, wait until you see how the fans react to this potential crossover. What do you think? Is this the ultimate professional move or a bridge too far for the Inter faithful? Hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments if you'd pull the trigger on this deal. After all, in football, the only thing more dangerous than your enemy is the player who knows their playbook better than anyone else.